Does your cat seem off lately? Eating less, sleeping more, hiding in spots they've never used before. Most owners chalk it up to a mood swing or a seasonal change, but here's what nobody tells you. If something significant recently shifted in your home, a pet that passed away, a family member who moved out, even a change in your daily routine, your cat might be deep in a grieving process right now, and you're missing every single sign. Studies show that 65% of cats show 4 or more behavioral changes after losing a companion animal in the home. That means the majority of cats grieve in ways that are real, measurable, and often invisible to the people who love them most. And the worst part? The things most owners do when they notice something is off, they accidentally make it worse. So let's go through what feline grief actually looks like, why it happens, and what you can do today to help your cat through it. First, you need to understand why cats grieve at all. Most people still picture cats as independent loners who don't get emotionally attached. That's wrong. Cats form genuine social bonds with the animals and people they share space with, and those bonds run deep. In a multi-cat home, cats who have lived together for years develop something researchers describe as a shared social group. They sleep near each other, they groom each other, they move through the house in patterns built around one another. When that companion disappears, your cat doesn't just notice the absence, they feel it. The ASPCA's Companion Animal Mourning Project found that about 70% of cats changed their vocal patterns after losing a housemate. Some meowed more than usual, others went almost completely silent, nearly half ate noticeably less. And most started sleeping in different locations, as if they were searching for something that used to be there and couldn't find it anymore. That's not a personality quirk. That's grief. Understanding this grief is also crucial for another reason. Many owners mistakenly attribute these changes to medical problems when they're actually emotional. A cat that stops eating or sleeps differently often gets rushed to the vet, where blood work comes back normal. While it's always right to rule out illness, recognizing grief as a legitimate cause of behavioral change helps you identify the real issue and respond appropriately. This distinction between medical illness and grief-related changes can actually improve your cat's recovery time. Here's what makes it hard to catch. Feline grief doesn't look dramatic. Your cat isn't going to cry the way a dog might or follow you around whimpering. What you'll usually see instead is a kind of slow withdrawal. They move a little less. They engage a little less. They find a corner of the house you don't often check, and they stay there. One of the clearest patterns comes in 3 stages. The first is actually the most obvious, and it's the one most owners miss because they don't recognize what they're watching. Your cat paces. They sniff along baseboards and door frames. They check rooms repeatedly like they're running a search pattern through the house. They might sit at a window for hours scanning outside. This is your cat, looking for the animal or person that's gone. They don't understand death the way we do. They just know that someone who was always there isn't there anymore, and they're trying to find them. The second stage is the one that worries owners most. This is when your cat becomes withdrawn, stops initiating contact, and loses interest in food and play. It can last days or weeks. Some cats move through it quickly. Others stay in this phase for a while. The third stage is a gradual return to normal, and according to the research, most cats get there within 6 months. Now here's where most owners go wrong, and this part is critical. When you see your cat acting sad and withdrawn, your instinct is to smother them with attention. You pick them up, you hover, you change the routine to try and cheer them up. What does your cat actually need? The opposite of most of that. Routine is everything to a grieving cat. The familiar rhythms of feeding times, your usual schedule, the sounds and smells of a stable home, those things are what tell your cat the world is still safe, even though something in it has changed. When you disrupt the routine trying to help, you remove one of the few anchors they have left. Don't rearrange furniture, don't deep clean everything at once. Here's one that surprises people. Don't rush to wash or remove your deceased pet's belongings. That scent is actually doing something important. It tells your surviving cat that the other animal existed, that the bond was real, and it allows them to process the absence gradually rather than having the scent vanish overnight. Remove things slowly over time and let your cat sniff and investigate on their own terms. What your cat does need from you right now is your calm presence without pressure. Make yourself available. Sit in the same room. Let them come to you. If they want contact, give it. If they want space, give that instead. Spend extra time with gentle play, the kind that activates their hunting instinct, not forced interaction. And watch their eating carefully. A grieving cat that stops eating for more than 2 to 3 days needs a vet visit. This isn't overcaution. Cats that go without food for several days are at real risk of a liver condition called hepatic lipidosis, and it can become dangerous fast. If your cat is picking at food but not eating normally, try warming it slightly or offering something with a stronger smell. The goal is just to keep them eating while they move through the hardest part of this. One more thing most people get wrong. Don't introduce a new pet too quickly. It feels like a solution. Your grieving cat is lonely, so you bring home a new companion. But a cat that's still unsettled from a loss is not ready to meet a stranger. They're already dealing with a disrupted sense of safety in their home. Adding another unfamiliar animal on top of that doesn't fill the hole. It creates a new source of stress. Give your cat at least a few months before you even consider it. And when you do, watch closely for whether your cat actually wants that company or is coping better on their own.